Okay, so just going to work through a couple of questions. I think this is in page 2 of the Year 10 booklet. So question 8, question 9, mainly because question 9 has negative numbers in it. But we'll do question 8 first, so we can show that the system is exactly the same regardless. Okay, so 8, looking at our leaf block, we have, I'm just going to first up type the data in here, so we can see what this data looks like as raw data. So first number is 295 and 298. So this is 295, 298, 309, 316, 316, 318, 318. So that's these ones. 320, 321, 321, 324. 333, 333, 338. So that's our data set. So that is the data from here. And we may as well do the same for this one. So for this one, negative 20, negative 26, negative 13, negative 19, negative 19, negative 4, 7, 10, 15, 15, 20, 22, 36, 38. No, 38. Okay. So those are our two data sets for question 8 and question 9. Now with this one here, I'm just going to change it so it's in proper order. So negative 26 is smaller than negative 20. Okay, so now it's in order from smallest to largest. Okay, so let's find the mode of each. So remember, our mode is our most common number. So I'm just actually going to use a stem and leaf plot. So there are two 316s, there's two 318s, there's two 321s, and there's two 333s. So, Dana, I'm recording. Can you? Using a text box. In front of text. I'll get rid of the shape outline because I don't want it. So there's no mode. And yeah, okay, so there's no mode. If there were one or two numbers that were the most common, then we'd be able to have a mode, but because we have 4 numbers that are the most common, there's just no mode. Okay. Alright. So our range is just the biggest number minus the smallest number. So our biggest number is 338 minus 295. 338 minus 295 that's going to be 43. So that's our range. Our median, we need our middle number. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14. So middle number equals 14 plus 1 divided by 2. So 15 divided by 2. So it's the 7.5 number. So it's going to be halfway between our 7th number and our 8th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So halfway between our halfway between our seventh number. Our seventh number is 318, and our eighth number is 320, and that's going to be 2, halfway between those two numbers. So halfway between 318 and 320 is 319. So that is our median. Then we have our mean, so we need to add all of these numbers together. I've done this to the edge of the screen because it takes forever. So the sum of all these numbers is 4,460, and there are 14 of them. So there are 14 numbers, and they add up to 4,460. And if we divide 4,460 by 14, we get 318.57. So that is our mean. Okay, so that's how we do it for positive numbers. Now for negative numbers, it's all the same thing. There are 2 negative 19s, there are 2 15s, and we only have 2 numbers that are the most common. So therefore, we do have modes. Remember, if we have 1 or 2, then we are able to have a mode. So our modes are negative 19 and 15. Those are our modes. Our range is our biggest number, 38 minus negative 26. So remember, when we minus a negative number, we are adding. So it's actually 38 plus 26, which is 64. So we have a range from negative 26 up until 38. We have a range of 64. So to find the median, let's work this out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 14 numbers again. So because it's the same number of numbers, we are looking at the 7.5th number. So halfway between 7th number and 8th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's halfway between 7 and 10. So it's 8.5. Yep, that's right. So 7 plus 10 is 17, divided by 2 is 8.5. Okay. Then we have our mean. So I've added all of these numbers together. So I've added them together, and we end up getting 51. So adding all these numbers together, you get 51. And there's 14 numbers, so 51 divided by 14 is 3 point... Let me actually get that. Get over here. So 51 divided by 14. If we work that out, our mean is 3.64. So the average number here is 3.64. The middle number is 8.5. The range between the biggest and the smallest number is 64. And the mode, the most common numbers, are 19 and 15. So the process is the same regardless of whether numbers are positive or negative.